I have cancer, meanwhile they get to all have good day, good, break, and, good time after work, and somewhere to eat, sleep. It's like, it really doesn't matter, man. There's like all kind of cartels out here and stuff. Probably can't see them, but I don't know if you can see them. Yeah, I've just been having everything bad happen to my life after the few videos that I uploaded related to Epstein. Anybody who just gets to bully me, it doesn't matter where they come from, what skin color they are. Whatever else have you. Somebody could literally just have like a nuke atomically. They could just obliterate Los Angeles, and I'll just be blamed for everything. Yep, just blame it on an autistic person. Start talking about the Epstein list, and this school starts losing money from Donald Trump, and ironically, they start getting money from Donald Trump. Well, blame the autistic person for that one, Yeah, there's no blaming. They literally won money from Donald Trump because they started talking about the Epstein list, and logically, Donald Trump would be able to get money from this college, but only from the exception that, I have affiliations with UCLA, especially being studied on at UCLA for autism. And yeah, I start talking about the Epstein list. They're just like, oh, yeah, no, it's going to seem too suspicious, if Donald Trump manages to win a court case, especially against Los Angeles, basically, and California at the same time. If they're being the university, I'm like, dude, this university deserves to lose money, not only on the fact that, I have cancer in the right side of the sinus, and they get to have whatever they want, nice, bus station, they get to have private shuttles or whatever, and, yeah, I don't get to have work, schooling, and definitely any health care. But, does anybody remember what happened, in front of the police station for this university? And just that weird guy, talking to himself. He's, moving his head, back and forth, side to side. And then as soon as I, sleep anywhere, that's not even on the side of the campus, the actual hospital, that's when I get detained, yeah. Basically. I've even had dual doctors, basically do whatever they want to me, make sure that I have cancer. I don't really think there's anything else to say after I literally, have cancer. There's basically nothing else to say. I'm like, well, it doesn't really matter. And nobody's going to diagnose me with it. It's like, obviously, I'm going to have to come up to my own conclusion. If you release the Epstein list, do you really think that you're going to get health care? This lady literally got hit by a bus. The police tried to say that she had minor injuries, right? This Epstein whistleblower lady, and yeah, she just basically took her own life because she was like, oh, well, the government isn't going to do anything. Literally the biggest person on this list, and all these universities, anybody that opposes this apparent president, they're just controlled opposition, and on top of that, they get to be rewarded for being on the Epstein list, UCLA, or being a part of the Diddy files. Don't forget about that one, because you see the FBI that still rolls up, And trust me, there's a lot of that in Santa Monica. They literally had to close down Santa Monica Airport just for me. Also, apparently I stopped an entire homeless service from coming to Santa Monica too. I know Santa Monica doesn't really have to do anything with UCLA, but sort of, kind of, not really. And I've already given my apology video to Santa Monica. Whether they even deserve the apology or not, I decided to give it to them anyway. At least they don't cry all the time like Los Angeles does, even though they're a part of Los Angeles, I guess, or whatnot. But especially crying because I put out the Epstein list, really. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, man. Thanks. That guy is probably Israeli. He's probably an Israeli student, and he's like, he's just such a disappointing Jew. And I'm like, well, of course, it's logical. I'm literally homeless, and plus, I have a Catholic that's basically overseeing my narrative, the narrative of my life. Which, like, get the Catholic Church. Everybody wants to, like, think about conspiracies when it comes to the Catholic Church. But nobody wants to look at the most obvious conspiracy, which is, like, the Epstein list and, like, you know, Varsity Blues scandal. You know, when you have a Mona Shaw like that, like, has its own corporation, but yet you have this Varsity Blues scandal, and basically any college student could, you know, be admitted to college as long as they're a prostitute, a trafficker, or just compliant overall. They don't have to be a prostitute or a trafficker. They could just be compliant, and that's good enough. And it kind of makes sense. I mean, is it like always the trope in any movie that relates to college that, like, only the most attractive people, like, are basically admitted, and then anybody who's, like, not that attractive, they're like the smarts behind, like, how those attractive people are brought into the college and therefore led to their professions and able to commit whatever crimes, especially when you're letting illegals in and out of the, you know, the city. Thanks, Donald Trump. You're awesome. You just, like, threaten children. It's the same thing that these girls will be able to do, you know.